Now, there was an incident at 3 a.m. on the 15th of August when you visited by some people mentioned there.
Yes.
3 a.m., had you slept or were you working through the day and through the night?
We were working 24/7. For the 5 days, I never went home to sleep.
You never went home?
Yes, I went home only to refresh and change and come back.
Okay.
Yeah, but we were working day and night, and most of the commissioners were also there. Maybe one or two to go rest and come, and it's like we just had to work.
Now, you say that somebody contacted you that you had these guests.
Yes.
Kindly explain who contacted you. And you talk about several attempts. Kindly explain. Paragraph 58.
Yes, the auditorium and the holding room are adjoined, and we are also operating from the holding room, working from there. And then I got messages from members of staff, from my security detail, that this gentleman and commissioners, that this gentleman wanted to see me. And this was around that time. So then they came in. Actually, I didn't say yes they should come in, but they came in just like that, uninvited. They just walked in.
And where you were in the boardroom, the office?
I was in the holding room.
Okay.
I had actually told my CEO I'll take a nap for 1 hour and wake me up around that time. But I was woken up by this gentleman instead.
So you are sleeping and some gentleman wake you up?
On my chair, yes.
Now, because one of the gentlemen will come in later in a meeting with you somewhere out of the NTC, that first person, who was he?
That is Honorable Raphael Tuju. He was at that point in time a cabinet secretary in the previous government, and he came there on behalf of the Azimio party.
And did Azimio have a presidential candidate?
Yes, it had a presidential candidate and also a chief agent.
They had a chief agent.
We had agreed that any issues which are...
Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday we had the sad news of the assassination of a city lawyer by the name Kyalo Mbobu. Kyalo Mbobu was shot dead by a suspect who was on a motorbike who let her speed on, and this was at Brookside area along Magadi Road in Nairobi. It was about 7:30 p.m. At the time the city lawyer met his death. Actually, Kyalo has been a senior lawyer with a 3 decade of practice. And again, as well, he has served in other various capacities. At a point, he served as the chairperson of the Political Party Dispute Tribunal. So he was the chair. And again, he also served as a lecturer at the University of Nairobi. His death is disturbing. He was not sick, he was simply assassinated. And people are asking so many questions. Who wanted the good lawyer dead? And why? Those are the serious questions, again, people are raising. Then also, I've seen the president of the Law Society of Kenya also responding to the same, and she's actually demanding for speedy investigation and culprit being brought to books. That is her position. We will be reading her comments again, and we'll be looking into where the lawyer has served in terms of the chairperson of the political party dispute tribunal and other issues. But before we go deep into that, I have a quick and humble request. For those who are watching the channel and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, this is what the president of the Law Society of Kenya shared. The Law Society of Kenya expresses profound grief and concerns following the brutal gunning down of Mr. Kyalo Mbobu, a reputable advocate of the High Court of Kenya with a resounding 3 decades of practice. This most unfortunate occurrence marks a sad day for the legal professional and for the entire country. Faith Odambo also added this: the effective discharge of the constitutional function of the advocate requires an environment that facilitates autonomy to work without fear of persecution. So definitely, in her view, she feels that the lawyer has been actually persecuted. We decry this detestable act and demand that the perpetrators be hunted down and brought to books. Now, when you look at the issue of persecution and all that, then it makes me to remember the other issue where the late IBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati raised an issue and he mentioned several people, including Kyalo Mbobu, and this was when he was preparing to actually announce the final winner of the 2022 general election. This is what Wafula Chebukati said, and it was quoted on Tuko. This was, by the way, in 2023, 24th January. Wafula Chebukati, Raphael Tuju, said that if we accept the request to moderate the results or alternatively force a runoff, we will be adequately rewarded. That is very damaging. Former IBC chairman Wafula Chebukati names former CS Raphael Tuju, former Senator Amos Wako, and advocate Kyalo Mbobu as the team that visited him at 3 a.m. Uninvited. Chebukati said that the team made an attempt to interfere with the independence of the commission of the party to be part of subvert the will of the people. Now, ukisoma hii statement, Raphael Tuju alikuwa Secretary General wa Jubilee, ako hai. Wafula Chebukati hayuko hai. Now, the former chairperson of the political party dispute tribunal has been gunned down, advocate Kyalo Mbobu. According to the late IBC chairperson. He was part of the team that visited him and invited. They wanted him to compromise the results. So easy you go high. We don't know the truth, but Raphael told you, the late chairperson of the IBC and the late chairperson of the Political Party Dispute Tribunal are the people who knows the truth. But he said it. Kwa hivyo hawako. I want to leave it there. On the other side, we have seen the president of the Law Society of Kenya demanding for speed investigation and culprit brought to books. There are two things in my view, having looked on how the government has been reacting when it comes to doing investigations. If the government is involved directly or indirectly in the assassination of the late Kyalo Mbobu, then the sad news or sad expectation is that there will be never justice to the family of the late. Si kuna wale wamekufa mpaka saizi investigation hatujaambiwa. Aka tukisema tu the late member of parliament yule wa kutoka Homa Bay, Sir Charles Nyundo, saizi tuliwahi sikia yule ambaye alimpiga risasi ameshikwa. Bado investigation. What we normally hear is that kama kuna mahali serikali haijahusika, tuko na vitengo na asasi ambazo zinaweza fanya serious investigation in this country. Tunajua kama serikali haijahusika, the culprit quickly will be arrested. Kwa hivyo tuko na asasi ambazo zinafanya kazi wakitaka kufanya very high tech. But now if they are involved, how do you expect? So there are two things here. Kama serikali imehusika, investigation will be frustrated, and never shall we have the culprit being brought to books, and never shall the family get justice. But if they were not involved, utasikia tu wale jamaa wameshikwa, na kama kuna wale walisema wawe, kwa sababu ukiangalia hapo utaona ya kwamba there was someone who wanted someone dead. They have their own reasons. And the person on the motorbike who assassinated the city lawyer is a man who was hired for that job. It's sad. We sympathize with the family of the late lawyer Kyalo Mbobu. This is a very sad moment. We feel for them. May good Lord comfort you in your hard situation. As of now, just losing a beloved one in such a manner. There was no sickness. There was no any kind of expectation that he might die. This was a promising, prominent lawyer. Sorry for the family.